YouTube Rewind 2019. Oh boy. Pretty sure you guys remember last year's Rewind, right? It was only the most disliked video on YouTube. But now it's time for Rewind 2019. It was released, like 3 days ago? Probably, something around there. And well, I am here to give my honest opinions and review on it. So this is my, third time watching this video, so it's not my initial reaction. And I have some thoughts I just want to give. But I'm going to basically first just jump to the parts where I'm going to criticize. I'm not going to show the entire video, just to make it faster. YouTube Rewind 2019 first starts off by recognizing, 2018's own failure, which is actually, it was pretty predictable that it was going to happen. They gave like the amount of dislikes that occurred and all the reactions of different YouTubers, and then that beginning was pretty good. So after the recognition, it began with some text, right? So it said, so in 2019, let's see what you did like, right? Because you're better at this than we are. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, this came out, for some reason, it came out like in a sarcastic tone. Just I'm thinking about it as in the way where it's like, oh, so because you're better at this than we are, you guys are definitely more in control. I don't know. It just seems a little bit weird that they put the text that way. Also, when they word it this way, it kind of seems like they're trying to shift the blame away from them, just in case the video did bad. That way, if we think the video did bad, we would try and blame YouTube, but YouTube would be like, oh, I'm sorry, I mean, we just put what you guys liked, so technically the blame shifts to us. Then it begins with the most liked creator videos. Now, this is basically a top 10, if you guys didn't know, or if you haven't watched it yet. It's basically a top 10 rewind, showing the top 10 videos for different categories. And a lot of people don't really like that. Me personally, I didn't like it because it just shows like a lack of creativity and effort. The past rewinds were all about, like choreography, they're all about directing, you have different creators. Here it's just like almost like stealing content and just placing it in order of how good they performed. This top 10 list clearly has a reference to YouTube Rewind 2010, which is the first rewind they did, where they basically just showed the top 10 videos throughout that occurred in the year. Now, YouTube Rewind, to me, YouTube Rewind was never really about what video got the most likes, but more about like what important things, what were the most important things that happened in YouTube, the most popular or the most uniting like songs, events, and videos that happened. It was like a compilation of all these cool things that occurred throughout the year that really, demonstrated the unification of the community. But when you put it in a top 10 list, it just kind of takes that away in a sort of way that it's just like, okay, we only put the videos that performed really well in different categories. Also, on a side note, just one thing that really bothered me was the song for YouTube Rewind. If you've seen other YouTube Rewinds, it's like a remix of all like the best songs that occurred throughout the year. But this year was just so bad. I don't know what happened, YouTube, but honestly, it was terrible. It just seems like they didn't really put too much effort into this. Alright, so now we get into the top 10 most, liked music videos. Now, the problem with this is that a lot of people don't really want to see like the actual stats of how a music video did, because it seems like, I don't know, like if it's biased or if it's just wrong due to personal preference. And people tend to see like it's more of a what song is better than the other one. Like as we can see, Old Town Road, which won like the best song of 2019, got 5th place, and somehow Señorita did better. Like, what? That song is so bad. How did it do? I have no clue. I honestly don't know. Now I move on to the dance section of the video. Now, the only problem here is that I have never seen in my entire life a single dance choreography video in my YouTube trending page, like ever. I have no idea why they placed this here. So obviously throughout Rewind there were a lot of like positive stuff that happened too. Well, not a lot, but there were some nice things that were in this YouTube Rewind. For example, we got to see some new creators that we haven't seen before, like Rice Gum was in it. They finally acknowledged PewDiePie twice in the video. We saw H3H3, there was the Sidemen, and there was no more like cringe viners like Lily Pons or any of those people. We also got to see Minecraft and, you know, all that good stuff. But there were a lot of things that they didn't show in the video as well, like for example the KSI versus Logan Paul fight. They had no reference to it whatsoever, and neither YouTuber was in it either, which I don't get it why. I mean, they're both YouTubers representing the YouTube community in a professional fight. Like, it's a big deal, and YouTube didn't even seem to care about it. Now with the new creator section, you know, there's always going to be a bunch of new creators that we've never seen before in YouTube Rewind, and I think it's kind of a good thing, but to a certain limit, just because, you know, it's always good, especially for the smaller creators, to get recognition, especially in something that's as big as YouTube Rewind. But there were also a lot of like very popular ones that weren't even acknowledged at all, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. But to be honest, this year there was a lot of, there were less amount of people I didn't know than in last year's YouTube Rewind. And just to get this out of the way, the whole BTS thing, first of all, I'm not a fan of BTS, and I never will be a fan of BTS, but many people seem to like them. I don't know why, but, you know, they perform very well on YouTube, so they're always going to be in YouTube Rewind. But surprisingly, this year they weren't as like standing out as last year, which is, you know, always a good thing. And now moving on, we have this like record breaking section, which was alright, you know, it's new. I mean, it's not bad. I'm kind of surprised they didn't put Mr. Beast a lot more in the Rewind, especially with all the crazy things he's done. Then YouTube Rewind finishes off. So, I don't know, like I said, not too much of a creative video in my opinion. Right now it currently has more dislikes than likes. And also, I don't know if you guys seen this, but the first day it was uploaded, there was like this just in the comments section, people were literally just copying and pasting each other's comments. It was pretty funny to see just thousands of comments literally being the same exact thing. And then even the YouTube channel like got in on the joke, but I think that's when they killed it on, to be honest. So overall, YouTube Rewind 2019 was better than last year, but it's still pretty bad. Like, if I had to place it between bad and okay, it was slightly below okay. Definitely it took some steps in a better direction, but it still needs a lot of improvement. There's some guy that made like a YouTube Rewind, but it's like a legend edition. So it's basically a montage of YouTube from the beginning until now, and it was actually pretty good, to be honest. I'll leave the link in the description if you guys want to go ahead and watch that. But other than that, that's all I have to talk about YouTube Rewind. I really hope they perform better next year. But don't worry, we can always just wait for the meme Rewind that PewDiePie is going to upload. Those are actually pretty fire. Now, I know this video is a little bit different than all of my regular videos that I've been posting, but I kind of want to take my channel more to like this direction where it's more commentary based instead of gameplay based. I'll still be playing games, just not as much, and I'm sorry for not uploading in like a year. Yeah, I don't know, what can I say, but I'm back, sort of. I guess there's not really any good games out right now anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about YouTube Rewind 2019. I'm sorry I didn't have my face cam set up. I was trying to set it up, but it just didn't work. So you just had to deal with the YouTube Rewind video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, could you go ahead and please leave a like down below? And while you're doing that, why don't you go ahead and click on that subscribe button for some more amazing content like this. And while you're doing that, why don't you go ahead and comment down below if you liked this YouTube Rewind or not. And with that said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Cody signing off. Goodbye.